What's up, guys? It's Allison
and Antonio,
and you guys know we are the Midwest Group St. Louis.
Welcome to another edition of How Do We Rate It? Allison, where did we go to eat at today?
So, guys, we went to Guerrilla Street Food, and we went to the location, the actual physical location on South Grand. So, for those of you guys that don't know, the first time I ever heard about Guerrilla Street Food, they came from a food truck.
Yep.
And never went once to them, never tried them, nothing. But they now have two physical locations on South Grand, and one is in the Hill.
In the Hill, yeah. And that's the first time I heard about them too, the food truck. I think I went to the food truck maybe one time. This was way back in the day when I used to work for Charter, way back when. But yeah, that's how I actually heard about them. And I keep seeing them on Instagram and their trucks. I'm like, you know what? We were right by Grand. We was picking our son up, and we was trying to figure out what we needed to eat. Because, you know, Mama Bear over here, she was hungry, and I was too.
Yes, I was. So we went in there, and so it's kind of a Filipino style restaurant. It's that kind of style food. So I got some fried lumpia. I was so excited.
So for the people who don't know what lumpia is, what is lumpia?
So lumpia is a type of wrap. You can get fresh lumpia or fried lumpia. And when I used to work out in California, I used to get fried lumpia all the time. The ladies that I worked with were Filipino, and they'd make it fresh for us. But it's stuffed typically with just vegetables, and this one is fried, of course, and then it was served with a sweet chili sauce. Okay. So you get one of them for $2, and they're like this long. They're a good 8 inches long. So the lumpia was good, but the sauce was even better. It was like a sweet, spicy sauce. Sweet chili sauce.
But this was the best. This is the only time you'll hear me say this. It was the best sweet chili sauce I've ever had. Like, the flavor was strong. Boom! Like, it'll punch you in the face, then apologize right afterwards.
Don't punch me in the face.
Punch you in the face and then apologize right afterwards.
Right.
So it was really good. I really enjoyed that.
So what did you get for your entree?
You know, every time you ask me that question,
every time we do this, I have to remind him what he got.
I don't know what I got. No, I do know what I got. I got the flying pig. The flying Allison.
It was a flying pig.
And it was great.
What was on it?
It was jasmine rice, shredded pork, egg, of course.
So yeah, they do.
They have scallions on it?
Yep. They specify specifically that it's a 63-degree egg. So it's actually a super soft, runny egg. And his dish came out, it had hoisin sauce and sriracha sauce on there with some garlic and things like that. So his was a little bit more spicy.
And it was good. I mean, it tasted well.
How was the pork?
It was a ton of meat on there. I would never expect a place to have this much meat.
That was my biggest thing for this is, like we said, you could go to Qdoba, you can go to QT, you can go all these different restaurants down on Grand.
Yeah, we can go to QT.
We can go to QT. Chipotle, Qdoba, whatever.
So anyway,
but this place had a ton of meat that comes out.
It was a lot of meat. I almost needed more rice.
Rice to cover for the meat.
Cover for the meat. So my dish was good. How much was that dish?
Yours was like $8.
It was like $9.
$8.
You can't beat it.
Yours is $8. So the regular size is $8, and then they have like a large size for $10. So for $8 though,
I mean, you can't beat it. So what did you get?
So I got the Bicol Express. And so mine was braised beef, but mine was cooked in a coconut milk with some garlic and ginger, and again the jasmine rice on mine as well. But it was so good as well. While his was more on the spicier side because of the sriracha sauce, mine was more on the sweet side because of the coconut milk.
And hers was it was okay.
No, I loved mine. It was good.
That's why you got yours and I got mine, baby.
Yes. So we both enjoyed what we got, and we enjoyed each other's too, but we liked ours better than the other person's, which is okay.
So what did Xavier say about his hamburger?
Okay, it? So they also do serve a burger there. It's called the New City Burger.
And it's only
all New City Burger, and it's $5. And it came with like some red onions and some kind of like mustard sauce that they had on. I couldn't even tell you what kind of sauce it was. I don't even know what it was on there, but it was. He gave me a bite of it, and it was actually a really good burger. It was cooked perfectly. The flavors and the seasoning on it were phenomenal. Xavier kept asking if he could go get a second one to go because he loved it so much. He was like, this is the best burger I've ever had. That's the first thing he said out of his mouth.
So Xavier's 10 years old, so you could kind of take that with a grain of salt.
Yes, but at the same time, he also is very aware of the food that he eats.
He's very food smart and food conscious.
So for him to say that a burger is really good coming from a restaurant, that's saying something. That he's wanting to go back and get seconds and eat more than that.
So we got 2 bowls, 2 burgers.
Oh, yeah, because your mom got a burger.
A soda is the thing. So we got
Xavier took the bottle.
Was a pineapple,
orange or banana pineapple.
So I love trying different type of soda. That's the only time I typically drink soda. So I went over to the cooler.
Orange pineapple.
Went over to the cooler, got a soda, sat down, and then Allison said, "You know this got 46 grams of sugar." As soon as she said that, man, I didn't want to know more.
Yeah.
I just didn't want it anymore.
No, don't get me wrong. You did try a sip of it, didn't you?
I tried a few.
Yeah, it was a really good. It was an orange pineapple. That's what it was. Yeah. So it was a really good soda, but it is soda. It is.
At least it's not high fructose corn syrup, but it is sugar.
It is sugar, and so we drank parts of it, and Xavier got to drink most of it, but it was just it was a really sweet. It tasted like orange and pineapple.
Yep.
But it was just a sweet soda.
So let me say this. There's a ton of competition for dishes between $7 and $10, $7, $10, $9, $10, $11, $12 in that area. You got Qdoba. Who else we got?
There's Lulu's Local Eatery.
There's Lulu's.
Treehouse. City Diner.
Yep. But I'm just talking about places that got bowls, like Qdoba. What's the name of the other place? They had the chicken that was... I can't think of the place that's gonna kill me.
He'll think of it later, watch.
Chipotle. All them places.
Lulu's has bowls.
Yeah,
so.
It's a lot of places that got bowls. I would go back. If I ever wanted a bowl, I would just go back there and get the same thing I got, the Flying Pig or the Wondering Pig, and get extra rice on the side.
And there's no egg on the Wondering Pig.
And they're killing Qdoba because Qdoba don't give you any meat.
And they make it hot for you fresh. Now,
yeah.
Qdoba's food is hot because it's sitting in a warming tray basically and it stays warm.
Right.
But I feel like going to Guerrilla Street Food, I got more for my money.
Yep.
Like.
And guess what? You're supporting local businesses
yes, too. Yes, local business. All right, so out of a 5, and our rating scale again, price, quality, and taste. What would you rate them?
Price, quality, taste. Price, you know.
Price,
overall, I'd say price 5. Quality, it'd be 4. Then what's the other one?
I love it. You never remember.
Yeah, I never remember.
You're supposed to give 1 score.
I know. Okay, so the score I give is, I know, I'm just breaking it down. Boom, 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 boom.
To confuse the people.
Yeah, so, let's see. Give me some Jeopardy music.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
You got cut short.
Let's see. For what it is, I definitely give it around a 4.
Okay.
I give it around a 4. 3.75, 4.
You gotta pick one.
Okay, I give it a 4. So, need a little bit more rice, and that's pretty much it. I don't really got any complaints. You know what? I'll probably give it a 4.5.
That's
4.5.
So that's my rating. How
about you, sweetie?
I give Guerrilla Street Food a 4.5.
Wait, I didn't give you no Jeopardy music.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom.
I still give it a 4.5, guys.
Okay, that's how we doing it.
So I still give them a 4.5. I definitely will be going back there to get something else. I used to make it, or like Qdoba was my go-to place because I could go in, get out, and be done. But the quickness that they got the food out to us was pretty much the same that I go anywhere else. And so I might as well wait the extra 5 minutes and get a better quality product, I believe, for the same price.
Right.
So I definitely will be going back to Guerrilla. I give them a 4.5 out of 5. We will be checking out the other location on the hill because they serve different food there. Not totally different.
And I thought that was different too, how they serve different food.
They do alter their menu slightly at the different locations. So we're going to have to go check out the hill location, and we'll leave a review on that one as well when we check it out.
Well, thank you for tuning into another episode of
How Did We Rate It?
We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.